Stream is up and going on everywhere, and then we will hop on into this. Looks like it's still trying to go live on YouTube right now. There we go. Looks like it's on there. It's going to repost the links real quick. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I had a pretty good day. Boom. There's that. All the clickbait stuff up there too. It looks like it just goes live and automatically has a another one there. Anyway, let's hop on into what we've got to do today. Good morning, neighbors. I am Julius Clark, your local Indianapolis realtor, and this is The Pulse. I've just started streaming simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook, which means I am using a streaming software now, and I don't get to choose what it starts on. This is what we get. Wait. This is weird. No, we're okay. Anyway, today I wanted to start off with going over the market trends here in Indianapolis. This is a weekly tool brought to you by MyBor. If I can get it to load properly. No, this loaded properly. This is the median sales price by week for the last week. We can see that the median sales price for last week was $292.50. If you look back the prior week, it was $269, and then the year before was $243. So what types of trends are we seeing here? We're seeing quite a bit of an increase. Even week by 8.3% is quite a lot, especially during Thanksgiving. Did not expect to see that at all. From the prior year as well, would not have expected it to go up 20%. So that's pretty interesting. This is for all of Indiana, by the way. We can see here all of Indiana for single family, condo, and townhomes, and it's all of the counties selected. So that's median sales price. What about other things? What about the closed sales? If the price went up, how did the closings go? There were less closings. So we had more high-valued homes getting sold last week than we did in previous weeks, and especially the year before. After that, we've got median sold price per square foot. I'm always interested in this as well. Looks like we can see it about the same week over week. It's a little bit down from last year. Now, this is a trend that has been pretty steady across the U.S. with homes getting a little bit smaller, period. They're not actually getting smaller. People are just buying smaller homes. Percent of list price received. That's a good one. Cash sales. I'm interested in that, actually. So let's go to percent of list price received. We see it's pretty steady, all within a percent. I'm not really going to make anything out of that. Cash sales. How many cash sales have we had? Data's not working on that one. What about inventory? We're always talking about inventory is really struggling, and this shows it. Inventory, even from last week, is down 2.5%, and from last year, 14%. New listings, percent distressed units. I don't know how they calculate this. Yeah, I don't really know how to read that one. I'm going to be honest about it. But I want to go back to this closed sales number. We can see there's definitely seasonality through this, but this is quite a bit of a drop, in my opinion. You can see last week it had actually shot up that week. So maybe we're like a week late and we're at this trough right here. Maybe we'll hit a peak here in a couple of weeks with the closed sales. I would imagine we would see kind of our highest come back above this number before the end of the year. People trying to get one home in before the end of the year. I think that's going to be happening here soon. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into our regularly scheduled program where we go ahead and pop through the new listings for the day. We didn't have too many. I even went back 4 days Don't think it was a terrible amount on here. We're going to go to the sell. Perfect. So looks like we only have about 80 to get through. What is that? Yeah, 80. So let's jump into it. We got 401 Ketchum Court. This is reminding me of Pokemon. Doesn't look like anything special. We don't have any interior photos. It is the same picture doubled twice. If you did not know, the MyBoard rules stipulate that we must have 2 pictures on there. I think it's within 24 hours of being posted on the MLS. So they took the cop out and just posted 2 pictures of the front. Doesn't even look like it's a recent picture. Yeah, this picture is from 2021. Subject is fire damaged and in need of extensive repair. Offered to be cash only. So the only thing I'd be interested in this property is if it was in a really good area. Maybe something unfortunate happened to a really great home, and we could restore this. It does look like there are really high cash or just sales in this area in general. It's on the near west side, just south of Hawville. Really not a bad area. You would want it to be south of Vermont. You could see the home prices down here are certainly higher than they are up here, but that's okay. For that reason, though, I am going to just go ahead and skip on this one. This is the first one we checked out today. No need to get too hasty. 851 Eastern Ave. Again, just 2 really, really simplistic photos. Lot zoned residential, has 2-car garage located on lot. Welcome to the neighborhood of St. Clair Place. Not a bad spot. Featuring beautiful mature trees and historic buildings, just minutes from Woodruff Place. Gonna do the same thing on this one. I don't think that this property is fire damaged per se, but it does look like it is in need of extensive repair. This would most likely be a flip opportunity for the right client. Looking on the near east side, where was our subject? Dang it. I'm thinking it's going to be this one. Blue circle's showing us down there. Doesn't look like it's popping up on the map here. Was this a... It's on the lot section. Okay, so this is literally just a garage, and the rest of it is an empty lot. So we're going to go ahead and skip. Not a bad spot. If you're looking here, there are homes going for a pretty penny on Eastern Ave here. You could probably build something pretty nice here, but as we approach the winter, there's not going to be much time left to build before the next year. So if you're going to be purchasing land here in the next couple of weeks or months, you are likely going to be holding on to that for a while before construction starts, so you will need to calculate that into your holding costs. For that reason and the headache that causes, I'm going to bow out. 1125 Sharon Ave. This looks like a pretty clean 2-1. Doesn't look like anything special out here. Looks like some of that hardier siding. Did recently close on a property that had that same siding and had asbestos. Not a big deal. Just have to get rid of it properly if you do get rid of it. Got the built-in there right behind the door. This looks like a majorly cosmetic job. I'm assuming this is like the garage door right there. Interesting. I just have the water heater in that room there. The furnace looks pretty old. Kitchen looks pretty outdated as well. This is it's a pretty clean 2-1. Given that it doesn't have any structural problems, this thing probably doesn't cost too much to fix up. I'd probably put it around like 45 to 50. Now, you might be like, wow, that's really hasty. You're not doing any light items or anything. That's just a really quick estimate of where I think the home might be valued. Looks like we're still going to be on the... Oh, no, this is the west side. Still on 10th Street, though, which is pretty nice. So we're out of Hallville. I don't mind this. This is what's going to be the kicker. If this home's fixed up, yeah... There's not going to be any room in this home for us. We have 2249 North Centennial Street. Again, just two pictures. It does look to be on a pretty decent sized lot. This is in Kessler Park. I'm not aware of that neighborhood, so I'm interested in where this is. Kessler always makes me think of Broad Ripple, but Kessler is a big road, so who knows. We got Kessler Boulevard there. Lafayette Road, where is this? There's the river. So this is south of Broad Ripple? Yeah. I mean, it's on the west side. It's not even near Broad Ripple at all. But it's kind of by the White River. Anyway, I don't have any clue what this looks like on the inside. It's a 2-1. This house is a 2-1. Ours does look a little bit bigger, so maybe we're worth a little bit more than that, but we're already listed above that house, and that house just went pending. So I'm assuming that this house is listed quite a bit too high. We have 7620 Penway Street. I have looked at a couple of houses here. These sellers were also always a little bit difficult to get through, didn't ever get anything done. But this 4-bedroom family house is situated in Indianapolis east side, waiting for your finishing touches, featuring a generous backyard. This house has spacious space for any kind of investor to flip true home. Okay, interesting description. I was curious when they'd be like, oh yeah, great investment property. Like, did you price it that way or no? Like, tell me. It's got carpet in it. This room is tiny. You would likely not be able to use this house as a Section 8. That room is so small. I think it's 70 or 72 square feet that you need to have a bedroom to be for it to qualify for Section 8 housing, so that one would not work. Got some exposed brick in the kitchen. I do like this. So we're a 4-bedroom house, correct? It's got a tiny little garage too. We're a 4-1 on Penway. Doesn't need terrible work. I'm wondering what the rent is in this area. We are using Rentometer nowadays, by the way. This one does only have 1 bedroom. I'm sure that's gonna hurt us. Does look like in the 75th percentile we could get $1,300 for the rent. Let's back this up by looking on the MLS. Eventually. The lovely thing about working with my board is you never know when it's going to work. Right now, it is not going to work. Stage. I'm going to reload this. We're probably going to have to set this page back up. Hopefully we don't get any more issues with this throughout the stream, and we can just be seamless throughout. So we go to this leased section. I like to go back 720 days. It's about 2 years. And the reason you go back that far is houses typically are leased for a year. So if something was leased 2 years ago, it's probably still an accurate representation of what the rents could be in that area, or at least near, close to. We have no rents in this neighborhood. I know that there are rentals in here. Got a 3-1 for $1,300. I've got no doubt that ours. Wait, I could have doubt. Let's hold on. Yeah, I've got no doubt that ours could rent out for $1,300. I think this is actually a good cash flowing property just right off the bat. Doesn't look like it needs much. I might need a roof. Kitchen's about the same quality. Floors look fine. I'm gonna go ahead and save this one because it's cash flowing. I think you could even rent it out for $1,350. We're gonna save this one. Let's move on. Oh no, let's not move on. We have had it happen too many times in the past where our list did not save at the end. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the spreadsheet so we just don't even have to worry about that. I've got 2 screens. If you're wondering, what's he doing? Well, I have a second screen that you can't see. Dang, we haven't done this in 5 days, guys. Feel bad about that. I wanted to come on Friday, but just really got carried away in the laziness train and did not hop on. Gonna be honest about it. Got a condo. Skip on it. Pleasant Street. This is a tiny little lot. Let's say no to that. Sorry, I got my stuff all mixed up. Oh no. Okay, the title on our stream is all messed up, but it's whatever. I actually like this property a lot. I looked at this morning. Not on the MLS or anything. I was just looking on another app that I've got, sending properties to clients, and this one came up. It is a duplex. It's in pretty good shape. Looks like it could need some help on the siding. It is, what, is this one, right? Do we have those wood steps? Yeah. It's this property, so the roof looks pretty good. Yeah, the roof looks fine. It's got a carport. Again, just needs some siding help. On the inside, it looks all right. It does look like the subfloor might be sinking right there near the center wall. But the finishes are okay. Nothing crazy. It's a little cheap duplex. Oh, I did not look this far into the basement photos. Never like it when we've got like gang tags. Interesting. The porch foundation does look a little iffy, but the rest of it looks okay. So many pictures from the air. Oh wow, this house is actually to the studs. Okay, what we're gonna do is look up the rent. I am gonna look on the MLS first. Wow, it's right there by the highway. This would probably be a really good midterm rental. I really need more data. There's nothing in this box or even here. I guess there's one. That's a little tiny one. One looks boarded up too. I would not like to use that as a comp. Turnkey, arts and crafts duplex. That's funny. One side on a 12-month lease for $700 a month. Other side is vacant. Interesting. We're going to save this. I don't know who Chris Price is. All right, gonna put it on the Excel sheet as well. I do like this because it could also probably be used as a midterm rental. I am curious as to how many bed and baths it has. Just say that somewhere in here. I just really don't feel like reading all this. Entire property is undergone. Okay. I really just need to know how many bedrooms it is, man. Like, that's all I'm really caring about here. I think it was 2 bedrooms. One. I don't think you can count that as a bedroom. Maybe they're 1 beds. So let's say 700. 700 times 1.3. If you did both midterm rentals, that'd probably be pretty cool. So 700 equals about like 910 times 2. Get about $1,800 a month out of this property. Given that you gotta have your debt service, property management fees, and insurance, also taxes. I'm gonna look on Furnish Finder just to see if there's anything else in this area. I'm just curious. Also, the more you know, this keeps happening to me. I did not know that it was called Furnished Finder. I thought it was Furnish Finder. Why does it keep doing this? Whatever. We'll just click there. Get rid of this. Furnished finder. Never knew that before. I wish you could look up addresses to be a little more granular on Furnished Finder, but you cannot. You can just search the city, and then you gotta zoom in. Sorry about that. So we are right here. Right? That's right? Yeah, we're just by that corner, 465, or 65, my bad. Right before it turns. Got another one. So we're higher up. We're here. This really isn't the best area. That's probably why there's not any here. Maybe we unsave this one. Yeah, I don't think you could use that as a midterm rental. It works pretty well as a long-term rental. You're gonna be taking a little bit of a hit on it. I do have a client interested in it. I'm gonna take them to it. They'd be looking at it as a house hack, which probably would work pretty well. Think about it. Your debt service on this is probably like $1,500 a month. And then you're going to be getting $700 from the other side, and that'll help out your cost a lot. And one side's already occupied, so I don't know. Really nice. I'm going to pass, though. 3402 Cecile Ave, is that how you say that? This looks pretty clean to be this cheap. My guess is that it's just not in the banging area. Yeah, this is a really nice finish. Big garage. Ooh, that knob and tube. Definitely fuses. Pretty clean. The old AC unit, definitely need a new one of those. Siding's beat. Interesting. So we'd be interested in this one as a rental property. My guess is that it's not going to work. Wow, we do have one up here for $1,500. It's a 4-1. I have seen that house before. It's outside of 465. Interesting. All the way over there. I'm not super familiar with this area. My guess is that this isn't... Yeah, that's what you're going to be getting. So... Next, we have 598 Paradise Way, East in Greenwood. Was this a condo? It looks like a condo. It's a condo. Maybe a townhome, technically. 7653 Derrick Place. Does this not also look like a condo? Maybe it's just in a neighborhood with a super strict HOA. It's clean and everything. What's the HOA fee? $950 a year. That's really not that bad. It could be a lot worse. Joe McPherson. I've heard that name before. That's a name that you remember, that's for sure. We'll look at it. I'm surprised there's even rentals in here. $5722 Reinhardt Ave. Call this Neapolitan brick. It's really clean. Oh, that's super clean. I'm highly doubtful that this could be used as a rental, numbers-wise. It's the one negative about Indianapolis is our rents are not very high. Well, I guess that's a positive for some. I think we were a 3-bed, right? No, we're a 2. Excuse me. No, we're a 2-1. It comes out pretty close, to be honest. It's too far to be a midterm. It's pretty close to the airport. Could be an Airbnb. Next, 4707 North Primrose. Now this is in Broad Ripple. It's a tiny little house in Broad Ripple, but it is a house in Broad Ripple nonetheless. That is the smallest kitchen. Again, that's always something you're going to see in Broad Ripple, though. Interesting. Looks like a lot of these trusses were redone. That looks like brand new wood, unless it's just the filters and the editing that they use on these pictures. I will also go back and note there was definitely previous water damage in the basement with this being rusted out here. Not 100% sure you can see that. My face might be covering that. Cute little garage. Need new siding, but it's not a lot of it. This is in Broad Ripple, correct? I wonder if it's north of the river. Usually homes in that area don't sell very well. It's I'll show you why, if it is there. Oh well, I thought this was gonna be North Broad Ripple. This is like Meridian Kessler area. Interesting. Where was it that we were? I know we're going to be on this road, but just go down here. What is it, a 2-1? Yeah, it's a 2-1. It's pretty good numbers. This house looks beat. Once I got a bigger kitchen than we do, though. I'd put it at... It's hard not to just say 1,500. It's a cute house. I think if you made it even a little cuter, you'd be getting 1,500, but it's not going to work numbers-wise. I don't know why some of the addresses don't come up. I was super shocked that it's even, like, I didn't know that this area had cheaper homes like this. There's this 2-1 that sold. Oh, shoot, they did this one nice. The outside of this house I was not expecting a lot from. That house sold for $5,000 more, and it's probably got $45,000 more dollars into it. That's tough. That was just tiny, though. Could make this a 3-bed. So are these all 2 beds that are selling here? That's a 3-bed. Okay. Now I'm curious. This one looks like it's got a small footprint. If it might have the basement finished. I'm not counting the bed. Oh, it's got the upstairs finished. Isn't this where we were just looking? I think we were looking at this one. No. We were looking at a house on 46th Street last week. I don't see it, though. Trying to find the value, guys. Trying to find the value. I think you could sell at 230 as a 3-bed. Let's do the math. We got 230 minus, let's say we got it at 175. You're probably going to need to do $35K in work. So that gives you 20K, not even considering closing costs and everything. It's close. It's probably be a pretty good owner-occupant home. Gotta pass on it though. I will save it just for the sake, just in case we don't have any other homes to get through. I think this one does have good potential for somebody willing to take a bit of a hit. But if you made this a 3-bedroom house, you got $1,500 a month for it, it'd be a great long-term investment. It's in Broad Ripple. I guess the neighborhood is Bel Air. It's got a huge 2-car garage too. We didn't even consider that. I'm going back on the list. What if this one just has a garage? It does. What about this one? Does it have a garage? No. Okay. Wait. You're kind of talking to me now. We're going to check this out. And if it is the trend that the ones with the garages sell for $250 instead of $230, this just became a better look. Garage. Garage. Might have found our needle. Garage. At $250, this makes a lot more sense. Garage. $240 though. This one's got me a little worried on it. It's kind of ugly. It's got a worse basement too. It does have a huge garage. It's that's a cool house. I don't know why it sold for less. Maybe it had like plumbing issues. They definitely did a clean out before they sold it. I don't know, man. How many square feet would we be if we finished this basement? It'd be 1,600 square feet. I like that. I like that a lot. Huh. Garage. All right, it's on the list. We're coming back to it, but we got to move on. Got to move on. Condo, we're not looking at it. Condo, we're not looking at it. Single family home on Kessler Boulevard North Drive, 2018. From Tibbs, 16th Street. Okay, this is again on the west side. 3-bedroom, 1-bath home nestled in the great lot near Speedway. Nope. Commercial sale, warehouse. I want to buy this. I don't even know where it is. I think it's in Broad Ripple. Yeah, it's in Broad Ripple. This is really cool. If you're looking for office space near Broad Ripple, this is a pretty cool spot. It's probably rent out really well too, to be honest. I'm not saving this, but I want to see who buys this. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it for a while. Let's see what happens to it. All right, go back here real quick. Cool. Danville. Meadowlark. 2 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bedrooms downstairs. It is a 4-2. No, I don't think it's going to rent out for $2,100. It's too big to be a midterm rental. It's got a nice yard. I do have a client that would be interested in this, but unfortunately they are not buying until next year. Got low taxes. That is a homestead exemption, but still, if this was an investment property, damn. I don't think it could be used as an investment property because of, I'm assuming, you know what they say about assumptions. It's right there, yeah. Not even close, guys. Not even close. Condo, single family home in Beech Grove. I bet it's nice. Another one in Beech Grove. Margaret Ave. I don't know where that is. I don't think it'd be renting out that much, though. We can check to make sure there's no value add. We haven't added a flip on here yet. No, ma'am. St. Clair Street in Indianapolis. This thing's kind of cute. If you guys have watched me before, you do know I get excited when I see a thumb over a camera. Interesting. And, oh, wow, you gotta walk upstairs when you get home? Kind of sucks. It's giving me midterm rental vibes. I don't know, what were we? We're 2-1. That's 4. That's not gonna comp the same here. So 2-1. 13. 1,300 times 1.3. 16. It's an Irvington. You could also probably use this as an Airbnb. I do know that Irvington is one of those neighborhoods on the east side that does succeed with those. They're open to a buy down too. If you want to try out a short-term rental over here, this would be a good one to check out. I will just add, you do need to watch out with houses like this that have got these big bulging trees in the front yard. I don't see a clean out right here. My guess is that it's around that corner. But always be careful and wary when buying a property that's got a huge tree with huge protruding roots like that, because that very well may be an issue down the line. But let's move on. We've got 1508 Timber Ridge Drive in Greenwood. We're not looking in Greenwood today. This is super cute. I like this. If there's houses that are selling here for like $280, I would like this. I think you need to come in here and put new floors and paint it. We only saved 2 homes today. There are not homes in there selling for $280. It is a bigger house. I get it. Unless you're trying to, I don't know what the move is on that house, to be honest. It's priced way too high. This one doesn't have much value add in it. And I know it's not going to rent for this. At least I don't think so. Top, I would think, would probably be like $1,800. Looks like it's got all new mechanicals. Looks like it's in a good area, but not an investment property. Now you're talking my language. What's this thing? It is zoned I3. Is it industrial? Why is part of this? It's really clean in here. It doesn't need any work, really. I'm curious about this outbuilding. Huh. It's really just storage. If you wanted to go through the pain and hassle of getting that thing rezoned, this would be an awesome property. It's got a huge ADU in the back. That'd be pretty cool. I'm going to save this one just because I think it's really cool. This one has the highest potential of coming off our list. But this is something that I personally would be interested in. And if there's ever anything that I personally would buy, then I'm going to check it out. Interesting. Okay, this is interesting. I do want to look at the supplemental forms. Super. It says it's included. It's not. Yeah, I think this is really cool. No. Medford Ave. Do you need work? He's cleaned. Looks like a situation where somebody didn't want to pay their contractors. That's another big assumption. But that is what it looks like. It's looking more like that. Oh wow, okay. They did some good work to this property. Oh, it's not worth this. It's not even worth close to that. Yeah, they bought a toughie. That sucks. So somebody bought this property, and whoever, I don't know, maybe somebody was in their ear. I don't know if it was their agent or a business partner. Somebody told them that this property was going to be worth like $280, and it simply is not. The list agent. I'm going to go down, see if we can't find a little bit of the story. Brian was the Brandon, my bad. Wilson was the buyer agent previously. Interesting. I'm just curious right now. What type of work did they do? It looks like quite a bit. Yeah, they did way too much work to a property in that area like that. This looks like it could need some love. It's okay. I think I'm hungry. Ran out of cream cheese and butter, so I didn't get to have my usual morning bagel. This looks like it could need work. That's weird. I hate that house. Tommy Lee Court. I really like those cabinets. There's no work or anything available in that house, but I like that. Got one in Fishers. This is pretty cheap for Fishers, so let's see if we don't need some work done in here. Looks like we just need some light brighten. Now I'm just curious about, it's a condo, that's why. We're just looking for stuff that needs work. If I'm not seeing it in the first couple pictures, you just pass it and move on. Like, that's what you gotta do. I don't have time to go through every single one in full detail. There's no way I could ever do that. Never mind. It's a commercial sale. This thing's pretty cool. It's in Cumberland. I don't know anything about Cumberland. This is in Greenwood. I usually pass on it. Only 2 pictures available. That one doesn't look like it needs work. This one could. Yeah, you could update this a little bit, but I don't think you're going to add much value to it. Geist Bluff. I just want to look at these pictures. This might be our cool house for the day. I like these colonial houses. It's not cool enough to make my list, though. Hollister Drive, Indianapolis. This seems really expensive. This thing is really cool. King Post Drive. Maybe it's not that cool, but it's pretty cool. I like it. It's got a great floor plan. Pittsburgh. Ooh, this is in Fountain Square. I like the privacy fence on this one. What is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? Is it a ladder? I am so confused on what that is in there. A sauna? Oh, I see wine glasses. Okay. Wow, this is super nice. Did you guys see the dog in the shower? I really like this house. That's pretty dang cool. This might be our cool house today. This is pretty cool. We're gonna put it on the list for now. I hope you guys can't hear my stomach. I'm so hungry. Berkeley Road? This is the tiniest kitchen. I would 100% make this another bedroom or something and move the kitchen over there. The kitchen is way too small for a house that expensive. Tiny, tiny basement with the laundry in it. It's kind of nightmare vibes. Got a big 2-car garage as well. I think for $350, this is probably a really good buy. For an owner-occupant, that is. This is another Hello Kitty mug. If you haven't seen the one before, this is a different one. I don't have any mugs. They're all my girlfriend's. Okay, I've got 421, 1,600 square feet. 421, 1,200 square feet. I don't think there's any room in this, but it's a really cool house. Book gone away. First one we had today reminded me of a Pokemon, and that one's almost Pokemon. Looks like we're rounded it out for today. Maybe we'll throw on another cool house, if one pops up, that is. Let's go ahead and look at this one. It's in Carmel, so it could be worth a lot more. Maybe it needs some work. Doesn't look like it does. Really just needs new carpet. It's got a nice finished base. Oh, wait, that might not be finished technically. It's 75 plus. It's a pretty cool house. Not gonna work though. I wonder if that might be the one that. No, never mind. I thought this was one that somebody I know was trying to wholesale. I don't think it was, though. 3817 New Jersey Street. This is a really cool house. It's a really cool house. This seems too expensive. It is pretty nice. I will have to say that. But I don't think Lafayette Road is going to get you $500,000. Please, somebody buy these with me. I love these so much. These townhouses, they're not all this expensive. There's some for like the $300,000 price range, and it'd be perfect. Yeah, those are the ones I'm thinking of. This is a pretty cool looking house. It's on Spring Mill. That's a cool house. Okay, so there is a house for sale in there, but it's largely just land. No, it says partial. There you go. All right, and that is all that was on there for the day. I'm going to go back and add... let's go ahead and check this real quick. I think... there's 4 on here. I'm going to go back and add 50 South Parker. If I can find that easily. I thought that 50 South Parker, it was a commercial sale, which was interesting. But I wanted to just look at where it was, because I think it's in Broad Ripple, and I think for it being in Broad Ripple, this is a really great price for an office. Now, this isn't going to show us, because... no, it's not in Broad Ripple. It's not even close. What was I thinking? It's still a pretty good spot. We're going to save it. Just because, mix it up a little bit. Be different. All right. We have all of our homes saved that we want to look at. Today we are going to be going through the homes that we saved, and we're also going to do a little look-see back on the homes that we had saved previously. I am going to go refill my coffee, use the restroom real quick, and then we will jump right back into this. I will be right back. Right back. Perfect. Got a couple of DMs answered. All right. Get back into this, man. Sitting here for a while sometimes takes a little toll on my neck. Alrighty. Cool. Let me respond to this DM real quick. I am setting up a lunch meeting. Alright, and now let's finish it up. Cool. Good morning, neighbors. I am Julius Clark, your local Indianapolis realtor, and this is The Pulse. In this portion of the show, we go back and look at about 5 properties that I selected from today's newest listings. Well, really from Thanksgiving, took some time off, but here's 5 properties that we're going to take a look at, and then after that, we're also going to go and take a look back at the previous properties that we had saved and see where they are. Has anything happened to them recently, or are they still sitting there on the market? Maybe I should go take a look at them. Be honest, didn't get to take a whole bunch of looks at properties last week. Anyway, properties that we have saved today are 7620 Penway Street, 4707 North Primrose Ave, 439 North Hamilton Ave, 50 South Parker Ave, and 219 South State Ave. 2 of these properties are quite interesting, a little different than the others, but we'll go ahead and knock these things out. Starting off with 439 North Hamilton Ave, got our cool property of the day. We've got a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,478 square feet, built in 1902. It's pretty old, so some good renovations on this one. And it's selling for $335,000. Let's go ahead and read the public remarks. Seller is offering $5,000 rate buy down. Perfect to put in the first sentence of your description. Step into the future with this ultra cool 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom smart home in Indianapolis. It's not just a house. It's like having a personal assistant. Let's dive in. First up, the heart of the home. A stunning touchstone infinity fireplace. It's not just your average fire pit. Folks, this 60-inch beauty is a tech lover's dream, controllable by Alexa, an app, or even a touchscreen. Ever walked into a room and thought, I wish I could just let the fan tell the fan to turn on? Well, in this house, you can. 2 snazzy smart fan, 52-inch... Wait, how do you say that? SMA fan? I don't know what that is. 52-inch smart ceiling fans are waiting for your command. Just ask Alexa and feel that breeze without lifting a finger. Speaking of smart, ever heard of a thermostat that learns your routine? Meet the Google Nest thermostat. It knows when you're home, when you're away, and it makes sure you're always comfy. Security? We've got it covered. The front door sports a unifull smart lock, fingerprints, keypad, you name it. It's like having a bouncer for your house. Entertainment? Check out the Echo Smart displays. Music, trivia, intercom. These gizmos do it all. They're like your in-home DJs and quiz masters rolled into one. I know myself personally, I do the Jeopardy, like Amazon's Jeopardy thing all the time. It is a great feature. It's a cool thing to have. Cool. Anyway, wine lovers, there's a treat for you. The wine storage has smart rope LED lighting that dances to the beat of your music. The kitchen is where it really gets cooking. 2 Gimli smart faucets, a full set of swanky appliances, and a massive Ruvati sink. That's practically a mini kitchen itself. Bathrooms here are spa-worthy. Smart mirrors, yes, they defog themselves. Luxurious shower systems, it's like living in a 5-star hotel. And there's more. Smart security, huge windows, modern siding, low-maintenance garden, And let's not forget the 10-foot ceilings that make every room feel like a palace. So ready to live in this tech mogul in comfort and style? This Indianapolis gym is waiting for you. I really like this description. Let's go ahead and look at the private remarks. Prelim title is started with first American title, square footage estimated by responsibility. So I was thinking, anyway, nothing cool there. But this is a really cool house. I want to look at the pictures with you. It's got the wooden siding here. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it looks very easy to manage. I like the color choices. I'm a big fan of black and brown on houses, and I think they tied it well together with this blue. It is an old house. We said it was built in 1902, but the foundation from the exterior does look sturdy. Also, this privacy fence looks like a nice area to put some chairs down so you can hang out with your buds. Great front door. Well, I like that pillar as well. As you walk in, you see that front door's got those those 5 windowed slots. I think that's pretty interesting. These aren't hardwoods, but they are laminate. This, I was super confused on what it was. I was like, is that a sauna? What are those ladders for? There's these wine glasses right here. It's a wine chiller, cooler, whatever you call those things. Got a little Buddha there as well. We have the built-in shelves with the spot for your TV here as well. It does look like a small area to have a couch, but having a couch there would have it kind of be like a walkway up to the stairs there. Kind of unique. Yeah, exactly how they have it here. Perfect. Your kitchen has tons of storage all the way up to the ceiling. Really great black splash. Cool finishes. Looks like there's 2 sinks in there. I didn't recognize that before. And you've got a massive window off to the side as well with some type of smart device over there as well. You've got your stacked ovens, another warming tray below the stove, and the hood is really unique. Ah, no, we clicked off the photos. Let's go back. Another view of the kitchen. I'm always a fan of these stovetops. This tiling looks pretty well done. I don't see any unevenness in there. Great work. Huge kitchen, or sink at least. It's a pretty good sized kitchen itself. There's another window as well. Pantry with the pantry door. Got a little dog that comes with. A little dog shower here. I really don't mind that. I think that's awesome. Smart thermostat, and look at this. This is a luxurious bathroom. I'm not sure about that huge window right there. We got smart mirrors, pretty cool sink here, nice toilet and tile all throughout. I like the blacked out look. Loving these stairs. This bedroom is very well done. I would get very well acquainted with that space. If you don't know me, my favorite part about any home is the bathrooms. A stand-in shower is always favorable in my opinion. I like the finishes here. Black walls. This paint job doesn't look the best, to be honest. It's super hard to paint black, so I get it. But I do like the design that they put on the other wall there. Another look at that bedroom. I do like the closet as well with that sliding door, big mirror, more decorations. And in the master, we do have this pretty cool wood piece that really distinguishes where the bed should be. In my opinion, this would probably make a really great Airbnb. This is the master shower, best place in the house, tankless toilet as well. Wow, it's got heated seats. Isn't that pretty cool? Is it a bidet as well? I don't know if that's for the shower or... Yeah, it is. It is. Cool. Ah, 2 showers. What's it? Rain showers. That's what it's called. Or waterfall. Exterior of the house, no grass. All right, that's that house. I think that's a pretty good looking house there for $335 here in Indy. I'd go ahead and check it out. Anyway, let's go ahead and move it along. We've got this one, 219 South State Ave. It is a 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,331 square feet, built in 1930, selling for $250. Why is this small house on State Ave that needs a little bit of work selling for $250, you might ask? Well, this house has a huge outbuilding on the back that is zoned I-3, which I believe is industrial. Okay, this house also doesn't need much work at all. It's really clean. I don't know what I would do to it. Maybe these tiles aren't your style and you want to fix them up and change them. I wasn't really looking at this one as an investment property per se, but if anybody out there is watching and is looking for a place to live and house their business, I'll show you why this is a pretty good spot. I did not see this before. It looks like there was something above that. That might even be a crawl access. I'm not 100% sure. I just want to get to the back. There's this huge outbuilding back here. I think it's like 1,700 square feet. It's got 2 stories, but you could have your office upstairs and have storage down here or something. I think this is super cool. I would love to have my office up here. I'd put in some windows, obviously. It's probably really hot in here too, but this would be a really great home to have if you were somebody looking to have a small business here in Indianapolis. That's all. Not going to go into more detail about that home, but pretty cool spot. Got another weird one for our show, at least. This is 50 South Parker. It's just a commercial space, a warehouse. It's for $200,000. It looks pretty big. It's in a decent area on the east side. I think this would be a great spot for a business. It's also just a large building that I think you could be successful in. I've seen this thing before. It does need a little bit of work. Looks like there's an ATM right there. It's interesting, but this thing is massive. Look at all that space that's in there. If you're needing warehouse or storage space in Indy, this one for $200,000 won't need too much work, and it does have a lot of storage space. Okay, I have no clue what it looks like on the inside. It could need so much work, but it's in a pretty good spot. All right, moving on. This one's also not a great investment property. It has potential, but I don't think it's going to be a grand slam or anything. This is 4707 North Primrose Ave. It is a two bed, 1 bath, 928 square feet, built in 1957, selling for $185,000. This is a little bit south of Broad Ripple. I was seeing comps in the area for a 3-bedroom. Value add. The 3-bedroom for anywhere from like $245 to $285. I was seeing, I'd say $235 to $285, but I was seeing that the properties with garages, which this one does have, a very large 2-car garage, were selling at that higher price point, at least above $245. So if you were able to convert the basement of this property, which I will show you, I'm just going to click the pictures real quick and drink some more coffee. But when you see this basement, think about adding another bed and bath down there and how that could add value. Pretty clean on the inside. I don't need to drink all this. Pretty clean on the inside. Those hardwoods look like they may need a little bit of work. The big pain point with this house is this tiny, tiny kitchen. If I were to buy this house, I would 100% find a way to blow this kitchen out, make it bigger. This is tiny, and for the area will definitely be a pain point. Looks like this is the access down to the basement, so you're not going to be able to just bulldoze that wall. You're going to have to move the kitchen. Which can be costly, but I think it's going to be a huge value add for this house. Pretty solid bathrooms. Don't think you need to change anything up with them. Looks like there was attic access in there. But here's your basement. I think you could put a bedroom right back here in that square, and then you could put another like a bathroom over here with a door adjoining here. Maybe you even have the electrical box in the bathroom there. It does look like there was previously water damage down here. You can see this is rusted out as well as the legs on this sink. But we do have plumbing down here already. Maybe we need to, I don't know what it looks like on the other side, but maybe the bedroom goes like there, and that's your closet, and then this is your bathroom. I don't know. You could be able to figure it out, but I think this is a pretty good spot. Let's do the math on it real quick. Let's assume that the expenses to pick this up is $45,000. I think you could 100% get it done for less than that. But we're going to take the sales price, the ARV of $275, put us kind of in the middle here. We're going to assume that we could buy this for $175, $10K off. And then we're going to spend $45,000 on repairs. That leaves us for $55,000 to do closing costs, taxes, insurance, all of that. This could actually be a pretty good one. I'm going to make a phone call or two about this one today. I don't think it's going to make a great rental or anything. Maybe you could Airbnb it, but other than that, it's not going to be a great investment source. Is the camera still on? Spencer, maybe cut this part out. I just got a notification that my iPad was dying, but it is plugged in. Sorry, one sec, guys. Not sure what's going on there. That's it. The charger was not plugged in. Oh wow, the stream is so far behind, I cannot tell. We're just going to move on. Anyway, I think that this property could make a great investment potentially, so give her a look. Lastly, we have 7620 Penway Street. This is a 4-1, 1750 square feet, built in 1961, selling for $130. Pretty cheap. Really just needs cosmetic updates. I'd put new carpet throughout this. I wouldn't even mess around with the LVP unless you're making it a rental. I'd clean up these bathrooms a little bit. It's got a great backyard. Pretty big. But like you see, it's pretty clean. Nothing special about this house. Let's look at the properties around it and see why I think it could be a good flip. I don't remember the comps on this one. This was the first house that we've saved today. I am not 100% sure why we saved this property. This does not look like a great flip. And I'm not really seeing any numbers in there. This might have been, I believe I've saved this one as an owner-occupant home. I don't really see much in it. It's a 4-bed, which is nice. There's a 4-1 for 16. There's a 4-1 for 170. So maybe speculatively, you've got $40K in room. I think you're going to put like 25 into it. So I don't think it's a great investment. So that's all for that one. And that's all for our summarized portion of the day. I am going to spend the rest of this time going back over the old listings that we have already taken a look at. So let me pull up that Excel sheet, and we're just going to go through them one by one, check out if they've gone pending or anything. Maybe I'll have some extra thoughts on what I think about them. There's a chance that I might have already gone to the property. Probably not that high, though. So let's see, how far do we need to go back up? I don't remember. We're going to start back from November 10th, and it looks like I didn't do anything for 10 days. Is that right? No, let's go back to 11/20. Make it a little more relevant. Cool. First property that we've got on today's list is this one here at 6708 East 43rd. I believe it's this listing here. It is active on 43rd. This thing didn't look like it needed a lot of work or anything. I don't remember anybody hitting me up about it. I never went to it. It does have a pretty big yard. My note on this one is going to be cosmetic. All right, next we have 4707 Guilford Ave. This is a single-family home. I believe this was a flip. It's got a really big yard. It looks like it needs a lot of work, and I don't think it's in a great spot. There's potential for this house to be like in the 300, 400s. But given its layout, I don't think it would go for that. And it looks like it needs a lot of work. So I'm not going to go drive out there unless somebody is super interested in it. All right. Time for the pain of the stream. I tried to buy this. This is 1257 North Emerson Ave. I got greedy on this one. Let me tell you the story about this one here. This one came on the market. I saw it on its second day on the market, and I immediately knew that this was an absolute steal. This thing could have probably sold for like 185. It is turnkey. It needs a little bit of work in the occupied basement side, but each side is a 2-1. It's pretty unique, well maintained, and both sides have full basements. At least in one side, I would finish out and make a third bedroom. I don't remember the exact rents here. I think they're actually on this listing. Yep, here. One is at $1,050 and the other side is vacant. I think you could have gotten it up to like $1,300, maybe $1,400 if you were to finish out that basement. I personally was going to have my father live in one side and rent out the other side. So the story of this is I went and checked it out, called the agent while I was there. Actually, he called me while I was there. He gave me the rundown of what the offers were looking like and when I needed to get my offer in by. So I took my videos, I went home, and I started calling private money lenders. Unfortunately, I was on the phone with one when he called me back and said that the seller received a cash offer that they could not have refused. So I missed out on this one. I should have just brought a buyer to it because they wouldn't have had to mess with their funding and everything. They would have already had that in order, and they could have bought a great cash flowing property. But the moral of the story is here, if you're not ready to buy, don't try to make it happen. Especially if you're an agent, just let somebody else buy it and take the commission and build a relationship instead. I got greedy on this one, but I really wanted my first investment property. This one just snuck by me. I'll keep an eye on it though. If it falls out of pending, I'll bring a buyer to it. I'm not going to mess with the private money though. 960 North Ewing Street. I don't remember this one very well. I don't think I was super ecstatic about it. I think it really just needs a new floor, new kitchen. I don't remember what I thought the ARV was on it. That's also something I need to start tracking as well as we do this stream. Looks like you probably need 35 to 40K in work on it. Not sure what the ARV is on it, but looks like an okay spot. It's still active. We'll keep an eye on it. 8863 Roby Drive. Next. I think this is it. Wow, this one went pending. I did not go by this place. I do remember this one. I think this one was underpriced on the market, and I should have gone out and looked at it. I really want to know what's going on with that room. Anyway, there's another one that we looked at, and look, 4 days on the market, and it's pending. If you want to know where the place to be is to see the good deals, it's here on the Pulse. This one was out in Brownsburg. I thought it was a little cheap. I didn't think it was a great investment property, but for somebody looking to move out to Brownsburg, I think this would be a great move. iPad is still not charging. 333 Massachusetts Ave. This was that super expensive apartment that we looked at. So I'm interested. Did anybody buy it? Wasn't this thing listed like a lot higher? Anyway, it's still active. 2602 Brookside Ave. I think this one went pending, no? No, it's still there. I thought that this one had good potential for like maybe a midterm rental. I think it's a little bit outside of the range, but the only way you could probably make this one work is to be a midterm rental. There's not really any value add to be had with this thing. Still active. All right. Now we're just going to look back through, what was this, Wednesday? Got a lot of properties saved on this one. 917 Harlan Street. This was land in Indianapolis, correct? There was a house, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a tear down. It was in a pretty good spot. All these houses around it are $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 houses. You don't have a huge setback, and these do, so maybe that's why people aren't wanting to purchase that one. Next. We've got 2960 Broadway Street. This is only one side of a townhouse or duplex, and I don't think that it's really worth it. I was just interested in it because I'd never looked at a townhouse. Looking at the numbers further, I don't think this was great. That's not good, though. Never mind. You can't make that livable space. All right, next. Got 1736 Fogelson. Looks like a good flip. Yeah, I really liked this kitchen. I remember new paint, new walls, new flooring. Garage looks like I might need some help. It's still on the market. I don't remember there being much spread in that one. So all those, when I'm saying like there's not much spread in them, if somebody has like a really dedicated team that's able to get it done pretty quick, or maybe they do the work themselves and are able to save on labor, a lot of these make sense. Like you can buy nearly any house if you're going to be doing it yourself and make it work. Anyway, 5738 Norwaldo Ave. I think this one is pretty cool. I had a client send it to me. I am waiting to hear back from them as they were out of town for Thanksgiving. Okay, I don't know what that is. Cool. Oh, it's an auction. Okay. Yeah, so I probably need to hurry up on this one. It is on January 9th, so we got some time. Never mind. I think this is a really good house. I think it's got great value add, but it's not selling quite yet. Sherman, 7546 North Sherman. What was this house? Yeah, I didn't get to see the inside of this house. I knew it was in a good spot. I should have went and checked it out, but I didn't. I bet it was really clean in there. Month-to-month lease. Man, that was a pretty good one. Missed out on that. Last one, we have 1402 Kessler Boulevard. Man. This was a good one I missed out on, too. I actually had somebody that was watching the stream that hit me up a couple days after and was like, hey, I saw that Kessler house on your stream. Like, what are your thoughts? And then I checked it out, and it had already been pending. So they'll probably do exactly what I was saying you should do with this house. I believe it was finishing out the basement and fixing up the kitchen or changing up the kitchen. You need new carpet and new walls in here, but this is so ugly. Just take this out and make it an open concept, and you would have bumped the value by 45 grand just by doing that. Yeah, spiral staircase up from the basement. It's got these new cabinets in here, but look, you don't need new cabinets, and those come with the house. Just sell those. Maybe you need them to, I don't know, sell them, get new ones, but you're gonna make this an open concept anyway. So who cares what you do with the cabinets? It was pretty clean. It didn't need help in this bathroom, but we had a basement that looked like you could probably finish it out and add another bed down there. This house right next door was like $180,000 more. Missed out on that one, but it is what it is, gang. What are you gonna do about it? But anyway, that is all that I have for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for coming to check in on The Pulse. As always, I am Julius, and this has been The Pulse. If you liked today's show, please leave a like, a comment with your thoughts, or if you want to even see more of this content, go ahead and click that subscribe button. More of my content is also available on Instagram at juliuspclark.re. I will be starting to post a couple of more educational type videos. I'm going to actually be filming those today. So we'll get those edited up and everything, and then we'll get those posted out to YouTube and Instagram on the Reels. And I will see you guys again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye. I didn't go to the right software.